All right, hi y'all. Good morning. Well, good evening. It's 10:57 p.m. It is February the 10th, and I just wrote down all of my savings from my raise. So, I did a video. I'm going to do a little clip up here. I did a video talking about what I would like to do, because everybody was doing like all of these different challenges, right? Savings challenges in the beginning of the year. And myself personally, I was getting out of debt in the beginning of the year. So I was like, that's not going to be something I'm going to do. That was my main priority, was getting out of debt. And I got out of debt, I think February or March of 2020. And that's just consumer debt. I still have school loans, which that's a work in progress. I only have I have less than $11,000 left. But anyways, I'm finalizing a lot of things, right? I did a video finalizing how much we saved up in 2020, which I will put that up here, how much we saved up in 2020. But also, I recently just did a video about how much I made in total in regards to my 3 income sources, which is YouTube, Kohl's. I work at Kohl's and I work at Amazon. So I gave that total. I'll put that right here. But I do have videos on this as well. Now, I did a coin challenge, but with the pandemic, that kind of cut that short. That change challenge, I think I forgot when did I do that, because I know I stopped when the pandemic kind of started. Hold on, because I have 2 things over here, 2 of like those cookie tins, and I think that's when I think I started that off in the beginning of the year, because I think I did 3 different quarters, 2 quarters worth. So I think I probably stopped when the coin short started. So I saved up, like, let's see here. So these are my savings things, right? And in each one of these, I did write down how much I saved. So we have these things. I don't know what this one is for. Let's see. I have a piece of paper in here, so let's see what it says. I haven't looked at this in forever. Okay, so from April to June, I saved $16.08. I'll show you. Give me a second. All right, so from April to June, we saved $16.08. So this must be some additional money, which I'm going to have to calculate with the other money. I don't know what this one is from. It must be obviously after June. I don't know when the coin short is stopped. I forgot. But this one is obviously in the bag. So this is what's in here. $16. And that was from April to June. And then once again, we still have some in here outside the bag, which obviously is not calculated. And then we have this one. So let's open this one up. And this one is empty. So this one is all calculated. And there's a $20 bill in here, but then there's also a piece of paper. So let's pull that out. And with my channel, I just like to be as transparent as possible. I feel like I'm very transparent. There's one source of income that I don't share with you guys because it's more personal. But I do include that in my income when I calculate it with you. And I always tell you guys, during the first paycheck of each month, I always share that in my overall first paycheck amount. So let's open this one up and see what this one says. All right, well, I paused the video or canceled out the video. So these are the quarters. So this one, I calculated that as of March 25th. So with that $20 bill, we had $38.08 saved. So what is that? 38 and 16, 14, carry the 1. What, $56, which is not bad in change, right? Well, I mean, the $20 bill. So if we don't do the $20 bill and we just do 16 and 18, that's still like, what, 30 something dollars, right? 16 and 18, almost close to $40. So still not bad at all. And then, you know, I just started back up recently. So come March, end of March, I'll do a finalizing of those coins as well. And that coin one is downstairs. But I think what I'm going to do, I'll keep that loose change in this one for right now. But this is just kept in my room. All right, so what do I want to talk about? So yeah, well, everybody was doing their chain or different challenges, like the 52-week challenge, 26-week challenge if you're paid bi-weekly. I decided that, hey, as I'm getting out of debt, I know I can save change, right? Because I was doing cash envelopes. So I'm like, yeah, that's a no-brainer. I can definitely do that. That won't put me in a pinch when I'm trying to pay off my debt or anything like that. And then around like February, we get to know how much our raise will be, right? At my full-time job. So I was like, this will be another savings challenge I can do. Now, I have thought about doing this savings challenge, not a savings challenge, but I thought about doing this type of savings in the past. And last year, I finalized it. You know, I said, you know what? I was doing without this money before. So I don't need it to pay off my debt. I already know what I plan on putting towards my debt extra. But this is extra income that I never had before. So why not put that into savings? So in the video that I'm going to show you right now. Oh, see, I'm telling you, I'm all over the place. And I said it was going to be shorter, but it's not. My bad. I am going to put, so about my raise amount, I am going to put into a savings every paycheck. And I want to do that for the full year, y'all. Full year. So that should be a little bit over, close to like $4,000 or between $3,000 and $4,000. I'm automatically putting that into a savings. I think that would be cool. I have never done it before. But I figured, hey, why not? All right. So I didn't know. Obviously you guys seen that video. I posted that as of February 4th. Okay. February 4th of 2020. And I thought that, hey, I would be able to save up between $3,000 and $4,000. Now, I don't know how much I saved up. I just went through my pay stubs and I wrote it all down, which I'm going to turn you guys around and we're going to calculate this together. I'm going to do a speeding up of it, but we're going to do this together to see if I was actually right. And then we'll go from there. And what I plan on doing, I know I haven't been at work for a week. I've called out because you guys know my mood has not been the best. Hopefully I can survive my full-time job for the rest of the year. I think I can pull it off. I know I'm a strong lady, but, you know, mentally, emotionally, but whatever. I know when I logged on to view my my pay stubs, I got a notification that our year-end review is available as of, I think, today Oh yes, this is for managers. It was available as of today. So hopefully my old manager will pull up with me. Hopefully by the end of this week, we'll have like a conversation to know where I stand. And whatever that amount will be as an increase. So say for if it's 3%. Before last year, my increase was 6%. So if I get 3% this year, in total, I'll combine that 3% with the 6%, and I'll be still putting that aside to savings. So that would be a total of 9% into savings. So we'll see what that is. I will update you once I find out as to what will happen. Now, I will say last year, my increase was a little bit higher because I've been at my job for going on 9 years. And if you can believe it or not, as times change, so that, you know, the job can be, how can I say it, more up to date with, you know, keeping up to date with like jobs, like new, say for people, new people can come on and get more money than older people that have been with a company for a while. Because you figure when you first get hired, as years goes on, like say for 5 years from now, people may start off making what, $30 an hour. I'm just throwing that out there. Now, if you guys know, when I was hired back in whatever year that was, almost 9 years ago, I started off at like 13 something an hour. So you figure as new people started getting hired almost 9 years ago, or say for like 4 years ago, that minimum has changed, right? Because, you know, minimum wage changed to $15 an hour. So, you know, as an older person, they have to keep up with the times, and sometimes it may lag behind a couple years. So, you know, my job does reevaluate to make sure that people that have been long or with the company long, that they're not left behind by the newer people. Because I feel like nobody really talks about how much they make per hour, but when you talk to people, it's just like, wow, I know you make more than me, and you've been with the company less time than me. So I know last year the 6% kind of included me getting a bump up to compensate me for being paid less. But I just know that I probably don't make as much as some newer people being hired. Let's just put it like that. So let's turn you guys around. I don't know if that's like a downfall for being with the company for that long. Let me know. What is your experience? If any of y'all have been with the company for, let's say, 5 years or more, do you feel like you're being compensated in accordance with newer people being hired on, or changes in the wages? Let me know, because I feel like when everybody got changed over to the minimum of at least $15 an hour, I know there was a point in time, let me tell you this, at my job, there was a point in time where they were like, oh, hey, we're bumping up the minimum, you know, minimum wage or something like that. Now, I was at the company for a couple years at that point, but when they upped the minimum wage at my job, I was down here. And when they bumped up minimum wage, they bumped me up to minimum wage, which I was at the year for a while. So why wasn't I bumped up even a little bit higher? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about. That's just an example. So, but I'm still fortunate to get paid what I paid. But I'm just saying that I don't know if my increase will be as big as it was last year, unless there's been some updates that they need to compensate me for. But let's get into calculating this. All right, so as you guys can see, in total, that was $2,207.67 saved. Now, you may see in some of these months that I Some months I didn't get paid anything at all, or not paid anything. I didn't put anything into savings, and some months are lower than others because if you have been following along, I deal with depression, so there was a point in time that I was on short-term disability. I mean, yes, I do get paychecks. I really do get paychecks, but there's sometimes when I call out of work prior to getting on disability, you have to do like a waiting period, unpaid waiting period, and so forth. So yeah, there were some fluctuations, of course, but that's okay. That's okay. Still, even though I thought I would be able to save up between $3,000 to $4,000 with the increase, of course, you get taxes taken out. So this is all after taxes and after everything else. Like, this is my final base pay. So I guess that's pretty good, right? When you figure that taxes are taken out of your paycheck, and I also have to pay towards, dental, vision, healthcare. I do 401k, my house savings account, and I pay for vacation. So, I mean, yeah, no, I think that kind of evens out about right. Half of the amount that I think I would have made. Well, I said $3,000 to $4,000, so it's still not bad. But once again, it wasn't consistent every single time, which that's okay. We'll see what happens this year. Now, this is up to February 12th. So this is my 1 year anniversary, I guess. Well, this is a full 1 year because the first paycheck was February 14th. That was the first paycheck with it showing up. And then February 12th is my last recent paycheck. So that's 1 year exactly. Well, minus 2 days, but yeah. Have you guys ever done that before? What do you guys do with your raises? Let me know. I'm very interested to find out. And yeah, I thought this would be, a good thing to finalize because I would like to know what I would have done. Yeah, I'm very proud of that savings amount. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.